Morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming on, Coach. Let's talk about what I thought was the key drive in the game. And I know there were a lot of good things, but you go 3 and out. They score on there was some kind of a mix-up up front. Chuba Hubbard's in the end zone, and I thought Caleb taking you down the field and hitting DJ for a touchdown, that was huge. Because if you go 3 and out again and they score again, you're like, oh, God, we're down 2 scores. I thought that was a massive statement.
Yeah, I really liked the way the response was there on offense. A good job, really good execution there. And obviously the big chunk play, 34 yards, really good protection in a crossing route to DJ, and it's a good run after the catch too.
Coach, when you talk about execution, it's almost like you're saying, hey, every individual player, every coach has to just to do their job. You do your job well enough, you could be able to increase your chances to win ball games. So what's the difference between week 1 and where the ball club is today?
Yeah, just more clean execution. We're not perfect, but protection's better. The route disciplines are better, and the guys are just working to continue and to improve that as we have time on task. It's like we said, it's a new offense together, and I think we're building every single week and getting better every single week. You
say execution, though, but what was it? Coach McKay from Tampa says, what do you think of your team's execution? He says, I'm all for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you say
this
that,
is better execution.
So when you say execution, break that down. What does that mean? What is it that you tell the players regarding that?
Yeah, it's just, we have a play called offense, defense, and kicking, and then sometimes there's an adjustment that needs to be made, and the communication needs to be made, and then we have to execute that play. And that's, the looks are different and all those different things, but we have to make the adjustments to execute at a high level. And when you do that, the play works. And every once in a while, the other team will make a good play, and you have to live with that. And then you just got to move to the next play. It's a cycle of the snap and executing one play at a time.
I want to talk, Hoodie and I were talking, Coach, about complimentary football. And the sequence before halftime, you guys go on 4th and 1. You run Roshan, and he does not get it. 4:18 left in the second. And then what is it like to be in your shoes? You're the defensive play caller, not just a head coach, where you go, all right, we're not punting from the 39. I don't want to try a 57-yard field goal here, but I know what I got in my back pocket is a hell of a defense. So it allows you to be more of a gambler in that situation. Talk about that whole sequence because your defense picked you up.
Yeah, you look at the margins, when you're going to go for things during the game. And again, those are in for the first half, and then you got to kind of adjust based on score in the second half. And that for us was a go all the way at that particular point, based on wind and based on field goal, kick distance and all that. So it was a green light for us, a no-brainer. And again, we didn't get it. And, the linebacker made a good play on that particular play. And then we ended up going 3 and out. Which was great. And on the 3rd down, it was a really good, caused fumble by Brisker and then recovered fumble, by Dexter. And that was really good on that one. And then we turned that into a touchdown, and a quick touchdown. So we really wanted to score fast there ahead of the 2-minute so we could double dip on them. And we ended up getting that done. So the guys really executed well. Tyreek made a stop on downs on 4th and 3 at the 37, and we come back and score our second touchdown there. In a short amount of time.
Cap, did you see the stat about the Bears defense? The Bears pressured the Panthers on 21 of 41 dropbacks, which is 49%. That's the highest pressure rate in a game since 2009. So when we were talking about the Bears defensive line, we talked about Billings and Dexter and Walker and Sweat and trying to figure out like who's going to be able to emerge. This whole line has been productive. They give you something. Why have they been so productive, Coach?
Well, we always say, the term we say rush and cover, cover and rush. It all goes together. So, when the rush is humming, the ball comes out faster. When the coverage is really good in terms of guys are, where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there in terms of the coverage contour, then it gives them another second to get home, another count to get home at times. So it's always working hand in hand, the rush and the cover.
I do want to ask you about the touchdown throw to DJ. We've watched it a billion times here on video where he looks the safety over. The safety bites thinking it's Keenan Allen on, I think it would have been a post route. And then Caleb, you can almost see a smile on his face. Guess what? I got him one-on-one, and he puts it where either DJ makes a play or it's incomplete. No underthrow on the ball. That's growth in a quarterback. Can you take us through that play?
Yeah, so it was a good play design by the offensive staff and Shane. So they did a really nice job with that. He ends up signaling over to the one side, and then for a particular play, a short play, and then obviously he looked back to the post route to DJ and did a really good job. What DJ did a really good job of was the stem at the top of that route. He did a really nice job to create that extra space. So Caleb could throw him open right there. So it was really good play design, really good operation by the whole offense.
We get this question every now and then from our callers regarding quarterbacks in the shotgun. Coach, can you remember a time where you've seen so many quarterbacks, not just Caleb, just talking about quarterback play in general, where just so many that are in the shotgun? There was a time where that was an optional play. It was always under center, except if there was a certain play.
Correct.
But what changed, Coach, when you take a look at quarterback play across the board, where it seems like it's exclusively in the shotgun?
Yeah, I just really think that the college influence really came into the pro game, and that's where it really comes from. So, to me, guys can see better. It gives them more vision. They don't ever have their back to the defense, and they can really look and discern what's going on in front of them. Mm-hmm. And I think the college, it's just the way it is now. It's just the way it is. It's been that way for a long time, but I really do think they operate well there.
So I guess, Cap, it's just like whatever you're comfortable with in college, you bring over to the pros and you just bring that skill set.
Correct.
Is that right, Coach?
Yeah, I would say that's true. That's where you saw some of the up-tempo stuff. Caleb's he's really comfortable doing that, and he's operates well in that hurried up, not necessarily hurrying up, to snap the ball fast, but really look at the defense, get on the line and look at the defense, and then get the calls. And he's operating well that way.
Coach, in terms of going to London, I was talking to Jonathan about this. I love that city. I've been there. It's awesome. But I went on vacation. You're going on a business trip. You leave tonight. Can you take us through the decision to leave tonight? Because I think the last time the Bears in London, you weren't here yet. They left like Thursday night, and they thought that was the way to do it. Take us through that, and then how do you let the guys enjoy a super cool trip, but it's business. We got to get to 1-0 this week.
Yeah, it is a business trip, but we got to also enjoy each other, enjoy the time over there, and I think that's important. We're going to fly out tonight, like you said, and then tomorrow the players will have the day off, and that's getting used to their clocks and the schedules and all that. Then Wednesday we'll have a walkthrough practice, which will be good for us. Get the bodies acclimated still, and then really it's about Thursday's going to be a normal Thursday, Friday will be a normal Friday, and Saturday we'll walk through. And then Sunday we'll play the game. So, but to me, it's always about your preparation. It's always about the focus and the intent of why we're there, and that's to play a football game and to compete in that football game. We're excited about competing against Jacksonville this week. So it's just a business trip for us. But again, we'll have some fun when we're out there and get our preparation in as well.
Why leave tonight? Is that something that your sleep advisors have told you? How did you guys figure on tonight versus what they did? The previous staff, they left like 5 days later.
Yeah, it was just our performance staff, thought it was best to do it this way. And, I just went over to Italy myself, in the summer, and it takes you a day or two to get used to the time. And once you're there about, 3 days, I think you're back on schedule and you can operate in a normal way. And I think that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, you've been to London before. You got a special spot that you like to go to from time to time when you're there?
I know I went there with the Dallas Cowboys, and we had a dinner there, I think, at the Palace one night. It was really cool. It was a cool thing. That was way back in 2014, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's super cool.
That sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the fare? I mean, it's not like American food, but I'm sure they give you, some great food. Is there any particular thing that you like there, food-wise?
The only thing I know is tea and crumpets, I think.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. You want a good steak. What the hell?
Or fish and chips. That's
God.
It.
Yeah, fish and chips, I guess. I don't know.
Appreciate the time.
Good luck this week. Get the one.